You're listening to the DreArea Sports Show, live on YouTube and X. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
The DreArea Sports Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use promo code DreArea Sports to save $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek.com. And we are also brought to you by BetUS. BetUS will match you up to 125% on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000 by using promo code DreArea Sports. Power Brand Systems. If you're looking to build a website for your small business or YouTube channel, then check out Power Brand Systems. Use promo code 300POWER to save up to $300 on your first purchase at Power Brand Systems.
Mock Draft 2.0. And it starts... Are you ready? It starts right now. Here we go. Okay, so now we're doing mock draft. We're going to do, we got like 20 minutes. We're going to do 4 rounds. And we're going to do on fast mode. We're not going to do any trades. We may take trades, but we're not going to offer any trades. That's just going to take too long. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. We're starting the draft. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Detroit's offering the 28th pick, the 60th pick, and the 102nd pick, and then some future picks that we won't be around for. And Strawberry X, yes, we're actually planning on doing a stream for day 1 of the draft. I would do all 3 days, but unfortunately, I have a job, and so I can't. I'm a little limited. Okay, so there's that trade. We'll go ahead and we'll hide that for now. Let's see who's available. So in the draft so far, number 1 pick was Cam Ward. Will Campbell from LSU was number 2. Travis Hunter, number 3. Abdul Carter, Will Johnson, Ashton Genty, Mason Graham of the Jets. I don't want to screw this up. How do I say it again? Teturoa McMillan. He went to the Panthers. Sucks for you. Shadur Sanders went to the Saints, and Armand Membu went to the Bears. You know how many times the Bears have robbed me of a draft pick when I do these mock drafts? I'm like, oh! Okay, so this is who we have left. Looking at all players, we have Shamir Stewart, we have Tyler Warren, Kelvin Banks is a good offensive tackle out of Texas, Jalen Walker, a linebacker that can line up as an edge rusher. Malachi Starks, Mikael Williams, another good edge rusher out of Georgia. James Pierce Jr., Derek Harmon is there, and we have the trade as well. But I think if we go back to 28, we're going to lose too much ground.
Absolutely,
I really do. And plus, whenever Armand Membu becomes available at number 11, you get like the cream of the crop trades too. You can see on here we only have the 1 trade offer, which is 28, 60. I mean, you're getting 2 top 100 picks. And a pick in 102, so it's almost like getting 3.
The Niners have too many needs to fall back to 28.
No, that's the thing. I can counter that. I said we weren't going to do this.
In the top 60? I don't think so.
Their first pick is 28, so no, they don't even have so it's not really worth anything. So let's just get out of this. Okay, so who are we taking with our first pick? I'm all in on Shamir Stewart. I think this guy's a beast, and I love his physical ability, his athletic ability. I also like Jalen Walker as well. I mean, we need a linebacker to replace Dre Greenlaw. He can also line up as an edge rusher as well. I really believe this guy's more of an edge rusher, if you ask me, but, what do I know?
Now, when you talk about Jalen Walker, is he more of a 3-4 fit than a 4-3 fit? Because the Niners run a 4-3.
He would work in the 4-3, but like I said, he reminds me of like a Micah Parsons where, he's not really big enough to be a linebacker, but he's good, though. He's a good player. Let's just go with Shamir Stewart. We need edge. We need it, so we're taking it. Okay, here we go. Everyone's leaving. Everyone's gone. This is the word. Oh, please. Oh, there it is. Okay. Not that. And we're not doing that either. Okay. Walter Nolan is available right there at number 31. I think, and this is happening a lot in a lot of drafts where Walter Nolan slips to number 43. And for me, look, we know that we want a defensive lineman, an edge rusher, an offensive lineman. So for me, I would get Walter Nolan.
Yeah, that is an absolute no-brainer.
I mean, Josh Connolly is there, and he's really good. Let's see who else is there, just in case we get stupid. Thomas is really good, and again, a corner. I'm going for it. Walter Nolan, it is. So now we've rebuilt our defensive line. Now we have Bosa, we have Walter Nolan, somebody, and then we have Shamir Stewart. So they really want somebody here because they're offering 102, 130 for 75 and 147. I don't think so. 94 and 104. We're actually picking up a pick. That's not too bad. Let's see who's there. Okay, so Tate Rutledge is a good offensive lineman. He's a guard out of Georgia. Darius Alexander is another good defensive tackle, which I really, really love. Alfred Collins is still there. Kyle Kennard is still there. Chris Paul Jr., which is somebody we can watch later on. Jared Ivey is still there. Now, these guys might be gone next time because our next pick is 75. But already, to me, this is gold. If you got
the way this is falling right now, where Tate Rutledge, offensive guard, I mean, it's almost is like perfection.
It almost is. And so the question is, do we go Tate or do we go Darius Alexander, who I love?
Double down on defensive tackle.
And at that point, you're like, dude, our defensive line has been reset. Now we have
I feel because
Bosa, Alexander, Nolan.
The Niners will not start a rookie center.
Well, he's a guard.
So essentially, he would be competing with Ben Barch and Spencer Burford, right?
Yeah.
If I'm the 49ers, I go Darius Alexander at that pick.
I'm leaning towards that. Jaden Higgins, but again, I feel like we need more help in the trenches.
I think. Well, I'll put it this way: if Ayuk is staying and things continue to be the way that they are, depth chart wise, Jaden Higgins is not a necessity at that pick.
I mean, Emory Jones is another offensive tackle at LSU. I mean, look at this. He's 6'5", 315. That's massive. That's a huge guy. And he's a 3-year starter in LSU's pass-heavy offense. He brings elite size, strength, and power. I mean, everything you're reading here is going to make every player sound like they're fucking Superman. So, do we go offensive line, or do we just focus on... Because here's my thing. Before we make this pick real quick, is that we know we got Trent Williams. We know that at left guard, it's going to be either... it's probably going to be Ben Barch. Center is going to be between Hennessy and what's his face?
Jake
Brendel. Right guard, Dominic Pooney. That's fine. And then you got Colton McKivitz, who is he the best? No, but
they're not starting a right rookie tackle. It's not happening.
So I think we're going to go Darius Alexander, and now our defensive line has been completely rebuilt.
Yep.
There we go.
And we have two possible starting defensive tackles.
I think we have starting. Okay, so 100. That's actually not bad.
No.
That's 50 picks back. Fuck you, Dallas. Dicks. Okay, let's see. We got 3 more picks left, and we got a few minutes left. We got like 10 minutes left. Okay, so now what do we got left here? We got Kyle Kennard, another edge rusher. You could go depth, but really we need receivers. No. Let me see. Who's Will Howard? Not Will Howard. I don't want that guy. Torrey Horton is there. He's a receiver out of Colorado. You can get Cornelius out of Oregon, an offensive tackle. Let's see. If we go to offensive center, Jake Majors is still there, but Jake Majors I might be able to take later. Let's see. Who do we have for linebacker? Samuel Modden's still there. Danny Stuntsman. Jeffrey Bossa is right there. I feel like we can wait one more pick and then get Jeffrey Bossa. Let's see. Cody Simon, I'm taking him before. Let's go back to all. So what do you think we need at this point? We already have edge rusher, defensive tackle. I mean, that's pretty...
I think if you're the 49ers, considering your only other edge is Bosa, you really don't have any other proven edge. I think the Niners either... Man...
Or do you go corner? I mean, you still have Zay Alexander, Dorian Strong. You have Kobe Bryant.
What is the actual all of them? Like the all under all?
Kyle Kennard, the edge rusher out of South Carolina.
You can really use a starting safety. Is Kevin Winston Jr. a better box safety, or is he a free safety?
Winston has showcased his elite playmaking ability, excelling in pursuit, tracking, and tackling. His instincts in coverage and tackle security highlight his potential as a refined prospect with the tools to thrive. Okay, that's great. So he's 6'1", 215. I mean, he could be somebody. There is Malachi Moore is still out here. Savion Williams out there. And we could go, for me, I think corner or receiver. Because now you've already redone your defensive line. And I feel like
you wouldn't double dip on edge.
Well, here's the thing is that I don't feel like the Niners are really going to go after an offensive lineman until later in the draft. Or if Armand Membu or Will Johnson falls to 11, then they'll say, okay, well, we don't have a choice. We got to take these guys because they're too good. But I want to go corner or receiver. Where do you want to go?
So we're in the fourth round, third round?
We're in round 3.
Wow. Man.
Now looking at names, just where do you want to go?
I think the Niners would go corner at this point.
So let's look at corner because I'm kind of feeling that too. That way they can kind of shore that up. We got Dorian Strong, Zay Alexander, Kobe Bryant, which I'm a big fan of. Jacob Parrish is really good too. Let's see. This is Dorian Strong, 6'1".
Another small guy. Slow too. Oh no! Okay, that was a nice 40.
No, yeah, this guy ran in 3 seconds. No. I like Zay Alexander. He's a long, wiry cornerback with athleticism and fluidity to develop into a day 2 pick. I really like Zay Alexander. Let's go with Dorian Strong. He's already ranked higher. Let's go with him. Are you good with that?
I'm good with that.
All right. Now we got a corner. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, Dante Thornton just went. That was my sleeper receiver pick. Okay, so Savion Jones. Okay, so here we go. We also got, what's his name? Is it Femi? No, it's not. Okay, so we go back to all. Joshua Farmer's still there. Let's see. More safety. We can go receiver. Should we go receiver? Should we get the Debo 2.0 and Savion Williams?
Savion Williams sounds like a good pick.
Let's do it. Savion Williams it is. Now, I think we got one more pick left before we round out the draft. Maybe. But this is the end of it anyway, so there's no point in making another pick because we're not going to be able to be there anyway. So who's left? I like Jackson Slater. He's a guard out of Sacramento State. He's really good. Unfortunately, he's from Sac State, so he went against not as good of a challenge.
I feel as a value pick in the 4th round, having an offensive guard fall to you. But see, I mean, there's running back too, Ollie Gordon.
Oh, you know what? Let's look at that. Who's still there? Oh, you know what? Jordan James. You know what we didn't do? We didn't do linebacker. Let's see. I'm going to take Jeffrey Bossa.
Yeah,
I like
him
a lot.
A lot of people have mocked him to the 49ers. I've seen a lot of mocks.
We'll take him, and there we go. There is our quick 4-round draft. We got Shamir Stewart, Walter Nolan. Dude, if this was our draft, I'd be like, dude, we're back, dude. We're fucking back, baby.
They've addressed interior. They've addressed edge, cornerback. They got another wide receiver who can learn under the guys that are already there. And then, they'll have a nice young piece at linebacker to compete with all these other young guys that we have. Dude, yeah, if that was the 49ers, they would essentially rebuilt their defense.
Oh, absolutely. And I think a lot of help needs to go to the defense.
I wouldn't mind if they double dipped at edge back in the 5th. If they went edge in the 5th, I wouldn't mind.
I mean, we took a corner, but I could see them going another edge rusher because they're so big on that defensive line that, and when I mean big, I mean like they're very, they want that line to be imposing, and it's a big deal for them.
They got to get back. Listen, when they were winning in 2019, when they went to the Super Bowl the first time, the Niners defensive line was essentially one of their strongest units, and even in the years where we got a lot of depth pieces, and we brought in different bodies to compete. I'm trying to think of the year and the names, but essentially what I'm saying is the more you invest into your defensive line, the better. The Niners have little by little over the last couple of years, the defensive line has gotten a lot worse over time. So, John Lynch, listen, if you hit in the draft, I will love you and understand completely what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You have to.
If you hit like this, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. Now, everyone keeps telling me Walter Nolan will not be there in the second round, but I'm telling you, this happens a lot. When I do mock drafts, I've gotten Walter Nolan in the second round, or with pick number 43, like I would say 8 times out of 10. Now, is this entirely accurate? Well, no, it's a mock draft, but if you look at everyone else's, look at James Pierce Jr., Matthew Golden, Mikael Williams, Derek Harmon, all these guys are really good. Jade Barron. These are the guys who went before him. Although I could look, the Chiefs probably would get a guard because they lost Joe Tooney, so that could be something that they go for. Ravens, this pick right here, the Rams taking Jihad Campbell. I can absolutely see that happening. They need help at linebacker. Jalen Walker went to the freaking Packers. So yeah, I mean, this is there's a lot of trades that went down too. So I could see that happening. And you go to round 2, Travion Henderson. I don't know if the Raiders will take Xavier Watts over some of these guys. Mike Green.
Dolphins draft Tyler Warren in their first pick. It's my brother's team.
Let me see.
Dude, if the Niners,
Tyler Warren.
Lord, that would, dude. Wow. That would hit. I could change a lot of things.
And Strawberry Reacts, I could easily see them taking Walter Nolan or Mike Green, because they're trying to move Bryce Huff. They're like, hey, we got Green, Huff, we got to move you. And they're trying to trade Bryce Huff, but if you draft Mike Green, they may end up cutting him. Who knows? In the NFL these days, you never know, because they're like, hey, we just got Mike Green, so we don't need to keep you around anymore. Fuck deuces, dude. Now look, some of these players, like I said, it's a mock draft. It's not real.
It's a mock. We still have like 4 weeks before the draft. So
Luther Burden III, another good receiver. He went to the Titans. Talik Williams, Trey Harris, Travion Henderson. There was a draft where I took Travion Henderson.
The wide receiver that we drafted to take place of Debo. He's also been mocked to the 49ers quite a bit.
Yeah, Savion Williams. And I actually thought we got him at a good spot, too. Jalen Noel's another good one. But look, the Seahawks need a receiver. They just got rid of DK Metcalf, so I could easily see them going with Jalen Noel. But overall, dude, I think we did a good job.
I think we did.
What's this?
They need to hire us in the draft room.
Yeah, right. I'd be a nervous wreck. I'd be like, I don't know. Can I live stream this?
That's a really good Kermit the Frog, man. That's good.
But look at this. Shamir Stewart, Walter Nolan, Darius Alexander, Dorian Strong, Savion Williams, Jeffrey Bossa, and that was just the first 4 rounds. Imagine we did a 7 round. My God, we'll still be doing it now.
Have linked Bossa, not to be confused with Bosa.
Bossa and Bosa.
Man, Shamir Stewart, defensive tackle, Walter Nolan, Darius Alexander. Man, that looks really good.
It does. It really does. So I think when John Lynch does these mock drafts, I think he's like, see, look, this is what we need. Well, we're gonna be fine. So who knows, dude? Who knows? Aaron,
looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Aaron, thank you so much for coming on here and talking some 49ers football. Guys, stay tuned, because later this year, on draft day, on day 1, Aaron and I will be doing a stream. We're going to be watching the draft live, not entirely because YouTube will take us down, but we're going to be doing player breakdowns. I have videos we're going to be playing, and leading us up to day 1 of the NFL draft. Who will the Niners take with pick 11? We're going to find out come, I think it's April 23rd.
I think it's 24th.
Whatever. Is the NFL draft.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. It's going to be great, you guys. Absolutely great. And so real quick, Aaron, where can they find you and all your content?
49ers First Takes YouTube. It's the same name as you see on the screen. 49ers First Takes on X, Instagram, and on TikTok. I am all those places. Essentially a 49er news channel who live streams. I will probably be back live streaming on TikTok if it's still around for the NFL season. I like to go live and tell people that I am not Max Crosby. A lot of people thought I was him last year. And I'm like the Temu version of him, you know. I don't have anyone.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
So yeah, all of my platforms except for Facebook. Facebook is just my normal self. But yeah, if you want to check all those out, they should be in the link on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I can't wait to see you, man, on the first day of the draft. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun, man. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more of this content, then check out some of these recommended videos right here on your screen. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so by going to my website, which is nicotina.net, and there are memberships available under DreArea Sports.